Welcome to the bonus content for my past Data Community Summit 2021 presentation, Backup Basics with PowerShell and dbatools. This is material that I wanted to include but had to cut out due to time constraints. The code you'll see here is included in my GitHub repository, which will be linked from the blog post in the description below. In this video, I'll be showing you how to back up keys and certificates that are used by transparent data encryption. Let's check it out. So I'm going to be looking at backup DBA service master key, DB master key, and DB certificate. So let's start with the service master key. I'm going to create a password. This is not a great password. Probably shouldn't use it for your own environment. And these functions do not allow us to pass a plain text password into them. So we have to convert it to a secure string. So that's what I'm doing here. Setting up my backup parameters, we're going to back up from my local SQL 17 instance. It's a named instance. I'm going to back up to C SQL Backup, which we have over here, and then set the password. And then we'll go ahead and run backup DBA service master key. This will run really quickly. Status was success. We have the path. The path is the full path that we had previously given, the folder, and then the instance name, SMK for service master key, and then the timestamp of when that backup was created. Next up is the master database master key. I can use all the same parameters, although for the password I probably shouldn't in production. I'm just going to add the master database as an additional parameter. So we're going to say, we're going to run backup DBA database master key, and we're saying, okay, back up the master key for the master database and send that out to a file as well. So we run that, success. We get the path. Again, we have the instance name, the name of the database, and then a timestamp of when we created that backup. And we can see those files over there. So we have those two objects backed up. Certificates. We need to back up certificates that are used in encrypting our databases with transparent data encryption. And this is going to be a different function, several different parameters, so I'm creating a new set of parameters for it. So I have the same SQL instance, same path. I've got a password to encrypt the backup. I also have a password to decrypt the certificate if I had encrypted it when I created it. That certificate lives in the master database, and I'm going to back up just the one certificate, TDE Cert 2021. That's the one I created for my TDE encryption. So I will go ahead and run backup DBA DB certificate. With those parameters, I get a success. And this actually created two files. We have a private key that is used to protect the certificate backup, and then we have the certificate backup itself. So we have the name of the certificate followed by the timestamp of when we created that backup. So now I can take this backed up certificate and restore it to a different instance if I need to restore a database that was encrypted with that certificate to another instance. I also have it available in case of a major disaster. But the very next thing I'm going to do after I create these backups is, and really what my workflow should be, I'm going to create these objects in my environment. Service master key is created when we install the instance, but everything else I have to do manually. As soon as I create those objects, I'm going to back them up using these functions. The very next thing I'm going to do is put those backups and whatever passwords went along with them into my enterprise password vault. I need these securely stored somewhere else because if we have a disaster, I need these to recover my databases. This should be one full process in your environment. You're not going to create these objects and say, well, I'll back them up next week and then maybe I'll put them into the enterprise password vault. No, you're going to create these, you're going to back them up, put them in the vault, bing, bang, boom, one right after the other, all at one time. because you can't take a chance of losing these certificate backups. And then restoring these is pretty much the same thing. You're going to use restore DBA DB certificate instead of backup DBA DB certificate, that sort of thing. Or you can restore them manually through T-SQL if you prefer to do it that way. So that has been a quick tour through the backup DBA DB certificate, backup DB master key, and backup service master key functions that are provided by dbatools.